Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Sagittarius, November 11, 2024. You could feel a little lost about what you want to do at times today. With today's Venus-Neptune square clouding your vision temporarily, watch for a tendency to pick and choose which cues to see and which to overlook. There can be a veil over your eyes regarding your relationships, and perhaps some blurred boundaries or uncertain feelings. It isn't easy to be objective with this transit in play. You may be attracted to what you can't have or what's just out of reach. Aim to explore different ways to enjoy yourself, but avoid pinning your hopes on speculative ventures or elusive people. Once you resolve to let go of unreasonable expectations, you can reach a far better emotional space. The day progresses with more consistency. Prepare for sensitivity and disappointment around romantic matters today. You may suddenly feel overwhelmed by insecurity around intimacy, trust, and sexuality today. Venus, the planet of love and beauty, is clashing in a square with Neptune, the planet of delusion that is now swimming within the depths of your solar house of trust. Now isn't a great time for a heart-to-heart. It would be best not to let your emotions or anxiety get the best of you. Try to breathe through any confusion, and don't feed blood to vampires who would rather see you defeated. Refine your creative process. It is time to plan accordingly since Venus in Sagittarius will square Neptune retrograde in Pisces. You might have an idea that could be financially profitable and professionally advantageous. However, you need to get serious about this creative venture if you want it to take off. It might be frustrating. You may have some problems to work through, or you could feel uninspired to get started. However, once you commit to a planning period, it will help you streamline your efforts and ideas in your work life. It's not going to be an easy day for you, especially if you skipped breakfast. Some protein with your next meal is recommended. You should give yourself the luxury of feeling grounded today, above all else. Accomplishing this is different for everybody, but it's safe to say that you would be better off having a home-cooked dinner than getting takeout, better off walking than traveling by car, and better off sleeping in your own bed than someone else's, though that doesn't necessarily mean sleeping alone. If there's been something that you've put off finishing, make this the day you're going to see it through. Today, you added determination to complete all those dangling tasks. With someone who is constantly on the go, things can pile up pretty quickly. Make a commitment to get those piles sorted and finished. You'll be surprised at how good it feels to clear your plate for new things. Focus is better, and a greater satisfaction will be felt. Thanks to the moon's departure from your work sector yesterday, its alignment with Pluto here and its friendly aspect to Uranus in your career sector before leaving has left you with a lot to consider and everything needed to prepare for some big developments on both fronts next week. With Venus 3 days away from joining Pluto and a full moon in your career sector 3 days later, take the time to sort through the insights and information while holding on to the intuitive edge this has left you with. Meanwhile, today the moon is more focused on friendship and relationship building, where this is also a taste of things to come. While the moon's clash with Mars in Leo shortly after returning to your relationship sector yesterday is already behind you, a short flash of personal and relationship tension or strong emotional responses has been invaluable. With Pluto just 12 days away from his return to your relationship sector, this is giving you a better sense of what you want from your relationships and what they need from you, while helping to get the communication lines open. Our eyes in the sky. Today brings a bit of cosmic unpredictability, as Venus in deep, passionate Scorpio faces off with Uranus retrograde in grounded Taurus. This opposition can stir up surprises and shakeups, so you might find yourself dealing with some unexpected twists. Have you ever had one of those days where everything seems to veer off course, a wardrobe malfunction at just the wrong moment, or a sudden snag in your plans when you felt you were finally getting things together? That's the kind of energy in the air today. But remember, these curveballs often make life richer, showing us new perspectives and teaching us to laugh, adjust, and get creative when life throws a surprise our way. This sense of unpredictability could extend to your love life or close relationships. You might find yourself running into someone from your past or having a spontaneous conversation with a friend that takes an unexpected turn. Or maybe you're simply questioning whether your current relationship dynamics are truly fulfilling. These surprise moments, though sometimes unsettling, give us a chance to look within and reconnect with our deepest desires. Have you ever found yourself reflecting on a relationship only to discover an unspoken truth about what you need to feel happy and fulfilled? Today's energy nudges you to explore those questions, to check in with your heart, and consider what truly brings you joy and fulfillment in your connections. Financially, things could feel just as dynamic. Perhaps an unexpected expense pops up, or you stumble across a new way to earn or save money. Whether it's a small expense or a surprise opportunity, the key is to stay steady and grounded. Remember that today's highs and lows are fleeting, but your long-term goals are within reach if you keep your eyes on the bigger picture. Think about what financial security and abundance mean to you. Is there a small step you can take today to support that vision, whether it's building savings, planning a new budget, or exploring fresh income streams? These small steps forward can reinforce your goals and bring a sense of stability, even amidst a fluctuating day. Today also asks you to stay mindful of potential misunderstandings or minor disagreements. Sometimes, a tiny spark can turn into a bigger flame if we're not careful, especially when emotions are heightened. Have you ever been in a tie-in where a simple difference of opinion spiraled into a full-blown argument? That's the kind of energy we're working with today. If you feel the urge to stand your ground on something small, take a moment to breathe, reflect, and ask yourself if it's worth it. Sometimes, it's more empowering to step back, keep your calm, and focus on the broader goals you're working toward. Instead of getting pulled into any drama, try to channel today's energy into something positive and productive. Use this dynamic energy to fuel a project that excites you or even tackle tasks you've been putting off. Have you ever noticed how focusing your energy on something constructive can transform your day? Whether it's making progress on a work project, brainstorming a new idea, or treating yourself to some self-care, redirecting your focus to things that help you move forward can bring a sense of calm and accomplishment. By the end of the day, if you've handled today's challenges with patience and an open heart, you'll likely feel a renewed sense of calm and even pride. There's something incredibly empowering about choosing to face disruptions with grace, and it often leads to unexpected peace. Have you ever felt that surge of relief after consciously responding to a difficult situation with patience rather than frustration? Recognize that you're not alone in these challenges. Support is all around you, whether from friends, family, or even a small moment of self-acknowledgement. Today, choose the response that best preserves your inner peace, and remember, every thoughtful choice you make is bringing you closer to the life you're building.